Well, hi there, friends. Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library. And Razzmatazz and I are here today to talk to you about a book that is really, really special. It's a book that we absolutely love. We read it a while back, and when I finished it, I just knew it was going to stay in my mind and heart forever. And even though it has been a while since I read it, I do still think about this book all the time, especially when I need a smile brought to my face. If I'm having a rough day, if I'm feeling down about something, sometimes all I need to do is just think of this book and I immediately feel better. So what is this book that I'm talking about? What is this book that is just so cheerful and joyful and happy? It is Black Boy Joy by Kwame Mbalia. Now, it's edited technically by Kwame Mbalia. He has a story in here, but it's filled with different stories by a whole bunch of different authors. So that's the first exciting thing about this, because the authors that are in this book are absolutely amazing. So we've got B.B. Alston is one of the authors, and he is the writer of Amari and the Night Brothers. If you're a fan of that fantasy book, he is the writer of that. We've got Jerry Craft, who wrote New Kid and Class Act, those phenomenal graphic novels that are really good, and New Kid actually won the Newbery Award. You've got Varian Johnson, who wrote the graphic novels Twins, and also The Parker Inheritance. You've got Kwame Mbalia, who, this was the reason why I immediately was drawn to this book, because he is the author of Tristan Strong, the Tristan Strong trilogy, which Tristan Strong, the first book is Punches a Hole in the World, and that is just one of my favorite trilogies of all time. So he's got a book in here too. You've got Jason Reynolds. So if you're a fan of Ghost or really anything that he's written, which is phenomenal, he has a story in here too. So this is an all-star cast. And that's just a handful of the writers that are appearing in this book, in this all-star cast of stories here. So the reason I specifically wanted to talk about this book this week is because we're still in the month of February. We're still celebrating Black History Month. This is the perfect time to read this book, but I also really want to stress that this book can be read and should be read at any time of the year and should be just enjoyed to the fullest whenever and wherever. Because although Black History Month is so important, and we love to spend this month really concentrating on talking about these stories and hyping them up, the Black authors and Black stories should be enjoyed and loved all year long. And we love to talk about these types of stories. So this book in particular, like I said before, just brings so much happiness to me. And I'm not generally a person who normally really loves short stories. A lot of times short stories for me, you know, they're just not my favorite, because I really like a longer book that I can sink into and really get to know the characters. But this was just so amazing. It was like eating slices of an orange, just refreshing and juicy and beautiful and sweet. And that's really just what I liken it to, because it's so incredible. So this book has a bit of everything. It's got some science fiction stories in it. It's got some realistic fiction. They've got some humor. They're all just really great stories featuring different topics. And even when their topics might be a little bit hard, they don't weigh down the stories. This is not supposed to be a sad book. This is not supposed to be a book where you come away just feeling badly and sad and wanting to, you know, change the world. You just feel joyful reading this book. You feel like you are just a part of this world, that you are a unique person, and that, you know, you bring to the table all kinds of things that only you can do, right? And that is what this book is all about. It is all about joy, particularly Black Boy Joy. So I want to read, because not only is it a short story, and there's all little stories in here, but there is also a comic in here, okay? Because like I said before, Jerry Craft, who is a comic book author who wrote those couple graphic novels, he is in here, and his story is actually featuring a little piece of a graphic story. There is also a little poem in here that is really great, and I just want to read the last paragraph of this poem. The whole thing is amazing, but I just want to read the last one because it really sums up the whole feel of the book. He's talking about riding his bike, okay, on the road. I pedal like lightning to keep up with her. When there's a bump in the road, you go up in the air for a moment. You get that feeling in your stomach, like it doesn't know up from down. You could be flying. You could be free falling. It's like a roller coaster. Even better, because you don't have to line up at a theme park, and riding is free. And that's what I mean. Like, it's just so much fun, this book, and enjoyable. And then here is the beginning of the graphic for Jerry Crafts, which is just called Black Boy Joy, and he's got his own little comic in here. Everything about this book is filled with love and joy and just loving who you are. This book is phenomenal. I highly recommend it. I really just want everybody to read it and just bask in the love that is just infused with this book. It's so beautiful and just loving and joyful. Black Boy Joy. Give this one a shot. Well, that's what we've got for you guys today. I hope that this book sounds just as awesome as I feel is than how much I loved it. If so, please feel free to come check it out from Farmington Community Library. And also please give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching, friends, and have a wonderful rest of the day.